Hey there guys, and welcome back to a very special Christmas episode of Nerdy Treasures. So the end of the year is fast approaching, and I thought I would take a look at some of my favourite nerdy treasures from 2024. Now these aren't necessarily things that have been released this year, these are just things that I've personally acquired this year. I've tried to pick just one item from each of the lines I've collected this year, because I've picked up quite a few figure arts and Black Series and the list just started to get a bit repetitive, so I've picked my favourite from each of the lines. So I've ended up with a top 7. I know usually these lists are a top 10, but hey, here on Nerdy Treasures, we do whatever the hell we feel like. So let's get stuck in. Coming in at number 7 is the Lego Droideka. Now I don't pick up a huge amount of Lego. Every now and then, if there's a set I like, I'll go and pick it up. But I just so happened to be at Legoland this year for my son's birthday. I saw it, I grabbed it. Wasn't incredibly expensive as Lego prices go, considering it is sort of more of a collectible piece. But yeah, I had a lot of fun building it. I like that it comes with the little display plaque thing, makes it feel a little bit more premium. It has a little bit of articulation with the blasters that go pew 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 pew, and you can configure it into the ball mode, which is a nice touch. So yeah, Lego Droideka comes in at number 7. Next up is from a line that I haven't really talked about on the channel before, and it is the Gungan sub, the Bongo from the Micro Galaxy Squadron. Now I had a couple of the Action Fleet as a kid and I really liked them, so when I saw this line had started up, I started picking some up, but I saw that this could get out of hand quite quickly, so I decided to stick to the Episode 1 Phantom Menace ships. But rather annoyingly, they decided to make pretty much 90% of the Episode 1 ships they did US exclusives, which made them a pain in the ass to track down. Luckily on the Micro Galaxy Squadron Facebook group, there's a lot of helpful chaps, one chap in particular who does a lot of pickups for us this side of the pond. So I was able to pick up that, picked up a couple of others as well, but the Gungan sub is my number 6 pick. Just really impressive. I didn't think I would like it as much as I did. Really nice sculpt, visually appealing. It comes with Jar Jar and an Obi-Wan. Hopefully looking to pick up the Sith Infiltrator at some point, which I know comes with a Qui-Gon, and then I can stick him in the Gungan sub. So yeah, the Gungan sub from Micro Galaxy Squadron comes in at number 6. Next up is the Battle Droid with Stap from Star Wars The Black Series. I love this thing. This was sort of a pipe dream wish of mine for so long, but I didn't really think they'd ever do it. I thought they'd gotten out of the vehicle game when it came to the Black Series. Absolutely delighted when they announced, and it really does deliver. Obviously the Battle Droid we've seen before, we know what we would expect there, but the Stap, I can't really offer any improvements on it. It looks great, nice little bits of details, a little bit of articulation there, nice ball joint on the stand, and on top of all that, they delivered it in my favourite Star Wars packaging of all time, the nostalgic Episode 1 packaging. This thing could not have been more perfect for me personally, so that's why the Battle Droid with Stap from the Black Series comes in at number 5. Coming in at number 4, it is the Iron Man Mark V DLX figure from 3.0. If you watched the review of this, you'll know that I had quite a few QC problems with mine. I was eventually able to get that all sorted, and once I did, I really enjoyed this figure. There's something about the Mark V suit, the briefcase suit, and that scene from Iron Man 2 that it always just stuck with me. The reds and the silvers, the sort of slim downs, almost skeletal look of it. The way the suit builds around him, with all the different pieces moving, just chef's kiss. And I've wanted a representation of this suit in my collection for the longest time, and the 3.0 DLX figure absolutely delivers. So yeah, Iron Man Mark V from 3.0 comes in at number 4. Coming in at number 3, the bronze medal position is the Weta Workshop Classic Series Balrog. Another item that I had some QC issues with, but that was all sorted pretty painlessly. And again, once they were, I was blown away by this thing. It looks so good in my display cabinet. It's one of those things, I don't know if it's just the contrast between the blacks and the oranges of the fire, but when I'm sat on the sofa in my collection room, it's just the item that is catching my eye the most at the moment. I really enjoy looking at it, and it's nice to build out the Lord of the Rings display a little bit more in the collection room. So yeah, Weta Workshop Classic Series Balrog comes in at number 3. Coming into the silver medal position at number 2 is the SH Figuarts Darth Maul with Sith Speeder. Now I know the Speeder is a few years old now. I have it paired with the updated release of the Darth Maul, which was released earlier this year. And man, this is something I've had my eye on for so long. As far as I can tell, this is just a shrunk down version of the original vehicle. It looks so good, it has so much movement to it. Once you get Darth Maul on, you have his robes sort of flying about. Pairs greatly with the battle droid and stat. I was tempted by the Black Series Sith Speeder, but the colour scheme on the SHF one was a lot more accurate to me, and that's sort of what I wanted for my collection personally. So I went with that. I'm so pleased I did. SH Figuarts Sith Speeder with Darth Maul comes in at number 2. And the number 1 top spot gold medal goes to something that I received just before I started the channel, so I didn't actually make a video of it up on the channel, but it is the United Cutlery half-scale Sauron helmet. Now, I wanted a Lord of the Rings piece that would be like the centerpiece of my growing Lord of the Rings collection, and this thing just looks badass. I have it paired with the Weta miniature Barad-dûr, and it just makes for such a pleasing display. Really heavy piece, nice stand on it, which I think is sort of a nod to his mace. It sort of has that sort of design to it. Yeah, obviously half scale, fits in nicely into my Kallax. I did have to modify my Kallax a little bit to fit it in, but I'm really pleased with how it looks, and yeah, the sculpt work on this thing is just done so well. It really gives you the impression of this sort of ancient artifact. Really nice, coarse, rough texture throughout, these floral, intricate patterns, all of these sort of overlapping metal plates, which really make it feel like a genuine piece of armor. And those massive, just like, I don't know, knives on the top, just, so imposing, so much shelf presence. Great piece, really pleased to have it in my collection. So yeah, that is the United Cutlery Sauron half-scale helmet at the number 1 spot for 2024. So that is a wrap on my favourite nerdy treasures of 2024. I hope you enjoyed taking a look back through some of my stuff. Let me know in the comments, what were some of your favourite nerdy pickups from 2024? Would love to know. Obviously, this is my first year of doing a YouTube channel, and I've really enjoyed it for the most part. The reception has been really quite positive, more positive than I thought. So thank you to everyone who keeps watching, who keeps commenting, who keeps liking, and to everyone who has subscribed. If you haven't already and you've enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. It really helps out and it really encourages me to make more stuff for you guys. Hope you all have a fantastic Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate. But for now, that's it from me. Catch you next time.